Hey guys, my name is Bentley and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my very first video and it's going to be showing y'all how to get this natural glowy makeup look. Sorry if this isn't perfect, again this is my first video, so bear with me. So first I'm going to be taking the MAC strobe cream and I'm going to be applying this in circular motions with my fingertips. Just making sure that everything is nicely blended into my skin. Next, I'm going to be applying the NARS Sheer Glow in shade Punjab. And I'm going to be applying this with my fingertip by applying it in little tiny dots all over my face. Oh, I'm just going to get that out. Yeah, so I'm just applying it in little tiny dots all over my face until I feel like that's enough coverage that I'm looking for. Now I'm going in with a damp beauty blender and I'm going to just be doing tapping motions all over my face, making sure that everything is blended out and there are no lines or stripes on my face. And again, you just want to make sure it's all blended. You want to go down your neck so that you don't have any harsh lines. You just want it to look really seamless. You could break my heart in two, but when it heals, it beats for you. I know it's forward, but it's true. Next, I'm going to be going in with the KKW concealer in shade 3. And I'm just going to be applying that underneath the eyes. I know you see lots of YouTubers do this, and a lot of people usually just do it in triangles, but honestly, if you just have it in that area, it's going to brighten and do the job. So again, I just want to brighten my face up and pull those features forward, so I'm applying it to underneath my eyes, onto the forehead, on the chin, and then down the nose. Going back underneath my eyes because I feel like I just need more coverage in that area. This is probably like my favorite part of doing my makeup because I feel like it just makes a huge difference. So now I'm going to be taking a damp beauty blender and again just going to be doing the tapping motions in the area where I applied that concealer. You don't want to move it around too much, you just want to make sure it is blended out into those areas. And obviously I have the reddest eyelids in the world because Latisse has ruined my eyelids. So I'm going over my eyelids with concealer as well. Now I'm going to be going in with the KKW translucent powder in shade 1. I didn't really do a lot of videoing on this part, but I just applied it underneath the eyes on top of the concealer to just brighten the eye more and to keep my concealer in place. Now I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand in medium to dark, and I'm just going to be applying it onto the forehead, on my temple, and then underneath the cheekbone. You don't want to go too far with this because a little bit of product does go a long way, so probably should stop right when you get to your eyes. So now I'm taking it down the jawline to help define that area, underneath the nose to help shorten my nose a little bit because I have a long nose, and underneath the lip to give you a little bit more of a powderier look. So now I'm just taking a wet beauty blender. I use a different color for my contour because I don't like my colors to mix. I'm very weird, but I'm just blending that out. When you get to your forehead, you want to make sure you are blending into the hairline because you don't want to darken the areas that we just highlighted. So just try to pull everything out and away from that highlight. So just again, tapping motions, making sure that everything is blended out seamlessly, and this may take a while, but it's worth the wait. You really just want to make sure everything is blended. I hate when I see like harsh lines on the face. So again, just blending it out, making sure everything is smooth. So now I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution highlighter drops in the shade Champagne. And I'm just going to be applying this on top of my cheekbones to help accentuate my cheekbones and to make them pop more. I'm using my finger to blend this out at first because I want to warm up the product to make sure it just blends, again, seamlessly into my skin. And then you can go over it with your beauty blender just to make sure it's even more blended out. Tapping motions, again, with the beauty blender. And now the same with the other side. I'm just going to be blending that out with the beauty blender. So now I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless to help set my makeup. I'm just using a fluffy brush with this to just go over what I have applied and just to make sure that everything just stays in place. I really like to set my makeup because I feel like if I don't, then my bronzer like nicks my skin and makes it look patchy. So now I'm going in with the Benefit Cheekathon palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Hula for my bronzer. And I'm just going to be using my Marc Jacobs The Bronze brush. Going in with the Hula bronzer, I'm just going to be applying this underneath my cheekbones, onto my jawline, and then on the top of my forehead. I typically like to tell people that when you are bronzing your face, you want to do it in the shape of a 3. So from forehead to cheek, cheek to jaw is typically how I remember. And then just repeat the same thing on the other side of the face, always remembering that 3 to go down the forehead, underneath the cheekbone, and then onto the jawline. Just remember to stay away from the center of your face when you are bronzing. Just come over here and sit next to me. So next we'll be going back into the Cheekathon palette by Benefit, and I'm going to be using the shade Coralista for my blush. And I'm just going to be applying that with a fluffy blush brush over the apples of my cheeks and lightly blending it up into my temples of my forehead. Now I'm going in with the Rimmel London contour stick, and I'm going to be using the dark side to apply all over my eyelid as an eyeshadow, and then I'm going to be blending it out with my finger. This is when my husband comes and interrupts me. But again, this is just a really great product to get a quick and easy eye. Takes 5 seconds and then you're out the door. Because I was in a hurry, I went ahead and filled in my brows and did my lips. For the brows, I just filled them in with the new MAC brow pen, and then for my lips, I lined them with xoxo and filled them in with Cream and Sugar, both by Marc Jacobs. Now I'm just going in with the MAC Clear Brow Gel, lightly brushing up my brows to give them a natural look, because I just love that bushy eyebrow look. Now I'm going to be going in with the NYX Contour Palette. I'm using the second shade from the last, I believe. And I'm just going to be going back over those areas where we bronzed before to give that contour a little bit more definition and to really, again, make those cheekbones pop and to make my face look a little skinnier because I do have a very round / square face. But again, just going over those areas to give it a little bit more definition. Again, a little contour trick when you're contouring. You do not want to take your contour past the outer corner of your eye. This little trick just works for me. I guess it's personal preference, but I feel like when I bring it past my eye, it looks like my face is droopy instead of being more lifted. So now I am looking for my highlighter. Just give me a second to figure things out. And this is where I drop my favorite highlighter on the ground and it just shatters into a million pieces. But anyways, this is the Becca Vanilla Quartz highlighter. I absolutely love this highlighter. I think it's exclusive to Sephora. But any of the Becca highlighters I feel like just go over your skin super smoothly and they just don't show any texture. For some reason, a bunch of the highlighters that I have used in the past do show skin texture, so I just really love this one. So I'm just taking a regular fan brush. You can use any highlighter brush that you have laying around, and I'm dipping it into the product and lightly dusting it over my cheekbones where we had previously put the Makeup Revolution highlight on, and then any other areas that you want to highlight. So I did it over my brows and a little bit on my nose and Cupid's bow. When you're using highlighter, you do typically want to keep it on those main high point areas, such as the tip of your nose, your cheekbone, above the brow, below the brow, the inner corner of your eyes, and the cupid's bow. Otherwise, you could look like a glowy mess. So now I'm using the Sigma E30 pencil brush, I believe, and I'm just using that same highlighter and tapping that into the inner corners of my eyes, as well as going onto the brow bone and highlighting that area to just give your brow a more lifted look. Now obviously I'm just going back onto the other side, again highlighting that brow bone to give your brow a more lifted look. Lastly, I'm going to be setting my makeup with the MAC Fix Plus Gold Light Setting Spray. This has actual gold particles in it floating around, so when you spray it on your face, it's going to reflect more light and give you more of that glow that you're looking for. And there you go, that's how I do my natural glowy makeup. This is going to be the final look, and I really hope y'all enjoyed it, so please feel free to comment below and also to subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys.